Hello folks, and welcome back to Shogun Total War. I am Kana Step, and this is going to be part 22 of my Sengoku Jedi campaign where I'm playing as Clan Oda. And I think I've done it here, folks. I mean, there's a lot of mopping up to do, but I have eliminated the Hojo line. The daimyo is dead, and all of his heirs are dead, and the clan is gone, and that leaves me checking out this diplomacy tab. I'm the only clan left. Clan Oda, that is me. I'm the only one left. There are rebels, of course. There's lots of rebels. In fact, up here, this is the primary horde that used to be the Hojo horde, and now they're just kind of up here in Etchu, and they're going to be the wild card right now because I don't know how they're going to be. Typically, rebels are passive, but with this amount of them, I mean, that's just a lot of rebels, and they are capable of striking in any which direction at this point, which leaves me in kind of an awkward position because I do have a few sieges that I have to finish here in Shinano, Hida, Kaga. I'm sieging out these units, or in this case, an entire army. Yeah, just one more turn until this castle's done here in Hida. I am going to attack this one here in Shinano because it's going to take years for that Yari Cav to go away. And the reason why this is different, depending on the castles, is because the larger the castle is, the higher tier that castle is, the longer that castle is going to last with a certain amount of troops in it. So in this case, up here in Kaga, what is this? This is a large castle? Yeah, large castle, so it's a tier 2 castle with only 60 men in it, so one full unit of warrior monks, and that's why it's going to take years for them to be concerned, or, run out of food. So I'm going to have to attack, this garrison of Yari Cav and Shinano if I want this finished up rapidly. And same with this warrior monk unit here in Kaga. The difference is in Shinano, I can just auto-resolve this one just because I'm not worried about Yari Cav. But with the warrior monks, there's an easy way to do this and there's a hard way to do this. And I'm afraid that the AI will just auto-resolve a full-on attack on the warrior monks, which I would never do. I'm going to shoot them until they're dead, and that's the way this is going to get done. So in this case, Hida is going to be resolved by next turn. Shinano is going to be resolved by next turn. Kaga will probably be resolved by next turn, unless I run out of ammo. I don't know. Sometimes shooting the units inside the castles can be a little awkward, but this should all be resolved by next turn, and then I can collapse on Etchu, I think. But it's going to just depend on what they do in this end turn. Are they going to stay there? I kind of hope they do. If they kind of go crazy on me and just start attacking, things might get a little bit weird. And speaking of weird, we also have this rebel army, which, was previously the Hojo army here in Mino. And I had to retreat to this castle because I wasn't expecting... I kind of missed this. So, I obviously attacked Mikawa, Shinano, and Kaga last turn, and I kind of forgot that they could just kind of attack Mino from Mikawa, and obviously, I did have armies here, but they were my backup armies. They were just kind of my reserve armies, and now they weren't in any position to fight, really. I wasn't comfortable with going to war with those reserve armies, and when I say reserve armies, what I mean is they weren't the Oda compositions that I like to fight with. They were just a random assortment of units that I throw together to follow my main armies so that when my main armies, when their units get damaged, I can just swap them out with my reserve units in my reserve armies. And that's just how I manage the logistics of my campaigns to make it a little bit more manageable. And they're not really made for fighting because I don't really have the compositions that I like to fight with. Now, in this case, I've brought up Naito Tokinao, who is a general who's been with me for a very long time. And he was here in Owari, and now he's going to come up and fight these rebel armies here in Mino. In fact, what I can do, I have ninjas in Mino, so why not? They're right here. I may as well attack this general. See if I can kill this 3-star general. That means that they're going to be fighting with just this 1-star general here. So yeah, if I can kill him, that'd be really good. But what would be awkward about this is if in the end turn they decide to go somewhere else, because they don't have to stay here. They can push further into my territories. So what would that mean? Pushing back into Hida, probably unlikely, because there's a lot of troops here. Shinano, same thing. Unless they did a combined attack with these armies plus these armies attacking one of these provinces, that would be really awkward. Same here in Etchuzen. If they want to attack Etchuzen, I just have a reserve army here in Etchuzen. But I have numbers. That's the good thing, is that I have numbers in Etchuzen. And I kind of scrambled a bunch of units together just to have numbers here in Omi. Probably not enough, to be honest, but it's the best I could do. It's a landlocked province, so it's harder to get units to a landlocked province because I don't have that port where I can just transport units from all across the map to Omi. And that leaves me with Wakasa, which I'd kind of forgotten about. Wakasa has a lot of these are all my injured units that I kind of put here to combine them and make full units and bring them back to the front lines. That's what these little armies are. So obviously not really made for fighting. Now I do have this little army back here, which isn't much really, but it's numbers, so I can just kind of throw them here and try to deter these rebel armies from moving further into my lines. Now, would that be the end of the world? No, not really. They would destroy some of my buildings. Here in Omi, I train archers. Here in Wakasa, I don't have anything except for ports and Portuguese trading ports or posts. So it's not a lot. Here in Mino, they destroyed the like I can still build Naginata here in Mino, or not Naginata, but I can still train spearmen. But they took down some of the tier 2 and possibly even tier 3 advancements that I had for my Naginata and spearmen here in Mino. Again, not the end of the world. I have other places where I can train spearmen and Naginata. I'm doing that in Aki and Iwami and Hoki, maybe? I can't remember. But yeah, I have other places where I'm able to train these units. So they're not really attacking my economic strongholds right now. So that's fine. If they just want to, take these provinces or at least like burn them down, I can scramble units and eventually catch them and eventually kind of corner them and take them out. But it's just going to be a little bit awkward if they do that. I prefer it if they stand and fight me here in Mino. That'd be really nice. So I have my general there with a full army. He doesn't have his musketeers. He just has his arquebusiers, which hopefully it's fine. These armies aren't too bad. Lots of archers, lots of cav archers, which can be awkward, but this army is mostly pretty beat up. All the warrior monks are pretty well damaged. This is a very, very beat up army. What do they have here? Yeah, not much, honestly. It's just the archers and the cav archers, which is going to be awkward. But I got Naginata, and those can soak up damage, but they're heavy armor. So that's kind of the good thing about having these armies built the way that I've built them. So that leaves me with that. Now I think I can do a round 3 attack here in Mikawa. Yes, I do want to attack the rebel faction. And I do have I have 2 units of musketeers instead of the 1 unit that I used last time, so I'm actually optimistic that I can take Mikawa this turn, but we'll see. It would suck. I don't want to keep losing battles with my daimyo just because he might end up losing another command star, which would be unfortunate. But it's not the end of the world if that happens. So let's see, what else is there to do in this turn? I think, yeah, just cross my fingers, knock on wood, that's not going to go anywhere. Just let me come to you, okay? And anything else? So I have all my priests back in my territories converting my people to Christianity. So because there's no point in having them in foreign territory anymore. It would have been cool to see if that would have worked, but yeah, that was, okay, now they're down to 100% population loyalty, but there's no point because they're rebels, so rebels can't rebel against rebels. That goes against the laws of physics, I guess. So what else is left? My heirs, my next oldest heir's only 7 years old, so still ways to go before he comes of age. And yeah, so I think I just have to check and make sure I'm training the right units that I want to be training, and I'm building the right buildings that I want to build. And I've just noticed that my youngest heir actually is Toyotomi Hideyoshi, which is interesting because he's not actually part of the Oda family at all. You can tell by his name. But he actually is he becomes one of Oda Nobunaga's top lieutenants. I mean, it's really him and then Tokugawa Ieyasu, who is from this province here in Mikawa. And it's those two guys who basically fight over becoming the daimyo once Oda Nobunaga dies. So Toyotomi Hideyoshi, what's interesting about him is that he's not, well, like I said, he's not Oda. And what he actually is, he's an Ashigaru. He's lowly born. He's a peasant who was, his skills as a leader and a commander were appreciated by Oda, and he kind of just rose to the ranks the old-fashioned way. And yeah, so it's interesting. It's kind of too bad that he comes so late in the campaign. I guess this makes sense from a historical standpoint. But it's too bad that I'm probably not going to get to see him because, you know, he's so young, and this campaign's probably going to be over before he comes of age, which is too bad because I would like to see how many stars he is, because I know Oda Nobunaga starts at a 5-star, which is not the highest you can get. There is Takeda Shingen starts as a 6-star general, and Tokugawa Ieyasu starts out as a 6-star general, and then Yusugi Kenshin starts out as a 6-star general. To my understanding, those are the 3 that start off as a 6-star general. It's weird that Oda Nobunaga, the guy who, you know, unifies Japan, is not a 6-star general. He's only a 5-star general. Hey, I'm not complaining, but it's just weird that he's only a 5-star general. And Toyotomi Hideyoshi, I'd be curious to see. To my understanding, the 3 6-star generals that I just named are the only 3 that start off that way. But it would be I'd be interested if that's correct, because Toyotomi Hideyoshi probably would deserve a 6-star star ranking. So yeah, it's too bad that we're probably not going to see him. It's probably one of those things where I'll have to play an Oda campaign at a later start date. There is an Eras campaigns for the shipped with the Mongol expansion. So I can play like a 50-50 start date or a 50-80 start date. And that would probably give me a better chance of seeing Toyotomi Hideyoshi in action. But that's going to have to come later, because right now we're playing this start date. So far it's going pretty well. So I'm going to stick with it and end this turn here. Okay, so Portuguese trading post, more money for me. Armory, got a famous armory in Hoki, so that's better armory for my Naginatas that are trained there. And legendary archery dojo in Yamashiro. So that's going to be giving me +1 to my archers that are trained in Yamashiro. And what's going to happen here? So it looks like they are going to take this fight. Oh, and it looks like my ninja might actually get this guy. Let's see how he does. That's not a good look. Oh, God. Okay, well, no, that didn't work out. But we got a round 2. Let's try this again. That didn't work as well. And round 3. Let's see if this guy gets him. And that's a nada. Okay, well, looks like I'll be fighting a 3-star general here in Mino. So what are we looking at? Got 950 of my guys versus 1481 of theirs. You know, actually I like my chances. Fighting in Mino. Yeah, Mino can be tricky. It's that mountainous region that I've already fought many defensive battles on so far in this campaign. So but honestly, I like my chances. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully, I can get good weather. And looks like I can get good weather. Alright, so far so far Buddha's smiling on me, so let me just get my army set up, and I'm just going to be going up that side of the hill. That's the one that I was like fighting on, and for some reason the AI doesn't start like right there like I do. Like you saw when I fight defensive battles on this map, I start as close to that little fence as I can so that I can, you know, be the first to the top. However, the AI doesn't really seem to prioritize getting up there that quickly, so usually I can beat them to that race. However, I am using Naginata, and Naginata are slow, so we will see how this goes. Alright, let's start the race. And so they are starting on the downside of the hill. And yeah, they might be making a push. They might actually be going for the hillside, so hopefully I can get there before they do. And from here, it is looking like it's going to be a pretty close race. I think they might get to the top before I do, but because they are actually starting off with their very damage stack, and this is always a weird thing that happens. I don't know why the AI does this, but because they didn't have to start with these guys, you know, I mean, at least from the way I see it, but yeah, because this is the army that basically had the highest ranked general in it, these are the guys that came out to fight me, which is it's that very damaged army. So I shouldn't have a hard time with them, and for some reason they're charging Yari Cav right into my spears, and by Yari Cav I just mean 2 Yari Cav. But yeah, I think looks like they might actually be. Yeah, I don't know if they really want to take this fight. They might just run away from me. Let's see. I might end up just kind of facing the second wave of this army. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Alright, we are starting to get to the top of this hill here, and they do have some warrior monks. Not a lot, but enough to where I should really be trying to shoot them before they get into contact with my front line. So maybe if I kind of reverse, and let's see, my left flank is in danger because, yeah, they're probably going to be coming down hard here. So if I bring over my reserve unit of spears and keep my generals safe, and yeah, if they really come down hard, see, it'd be really nice if my archers can start shooting here. Maybe if I bring them around like so. And what do I do with my right flank? I'll probably want my right flank of guns. Yeah, it's really really awkward when you're not ready to fight and they just start charging at you. So yeah, now they have warrior monks right in there fighting up against my spears, which is not good. Maybe if I charge them in the back with my spears, that'd be better. And maybe if I get this unit of guns back, they can maybe be a little bit safer. And I thought I had another unit of guns. Where did I not have guns? Oh, so they're already running. Okay, those guns are running away. That's not good. They've only lost 4 men. They're just running away because, well, they're cowards and because they're peasants. And oh no, I mean because the warrior monks have that scare effect, which is really frustrating. It's very frustrating that they're gonna probably run away off the map, a full unit of guns, just because some warrior monks scared them. So that's too bad. But in any case, it's time to get ready, and yeah, there's probably gonna be another wave coming in here. So gotta get my units ready for that wave. And now I've reached an awkward point in the battle where there's no enemy left on the field, but reinforcements haven't come. Oh, but here they are. Reinforcements to finally just come in. And yeah, we're almost at a quarter of the game time remaining, so there's still technically a lot of enemy that still needs to be killed, but they haven't really come out yet. So it's kind of frustrating. That's what kind of sucks about these battles, where it starts you off with just kind of the like not full army of the enemy. So like, here's the full army, here they are. Now there's like no time left to fight, but yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. Gotta make sure, I think I had my missile units on, and make sure they're on fire at will. So now I can start shooting down all of these cav units, and yeah, let's see, I think might need to retreat these guys. Anyway, we'll keep them there for now. But yeah, we're getting some good shots in. We got Cav Archers here, Naginata, Cavalry Archers, Yari Cav. And yeah, we should get some good damage in. And yeah, we have some overwatch being provided by this damage unit of Arquebusiers. But yeah, the other unit of Arquebusiers did completely run off the field, which is really frustrating, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. See, I can have my Yari Cav. See, I just have these little awkward units. I got like 4 Naginata just kind of hanging out behind my lines. And yeah, let's see if I can get my general up here, just somewhere who can be more useful, like here. And how are we doing? How are my guns doing? Let's see, got Cav Archers. I want to watch out for the Yari Cav. Those are the ones that can come in here and do a lot of damage to my gun units. But yeah, you know, getting some good shots in. It's just a little frustrating because it just means that I'm going to have to come in for... Oh, I got to make sure. There we go. This is going to be the time. So I have to make sure I bring my guns back. Put that unit here and this unit there. And yeah, my spears should be able to hold off these Yari Cav, and then my gun should be able to reform. And yeah, I still get some shots in because, oh yeah, I kind of forgot that, you know, obviously they can use the height advantage to shoot over their brethren in arms. And yeah, I don't know if these guys are getting any shots in. Hopefully they can start shooting. Are they in range? Yeah, not quite. See, they're so short range. But my general can shoot down here at those guys. And yeah, so the Naginata, yeah, they're still fighting, still hanging on. There's one left. Kill him, please. And how are we doing? So still fighting Yari Cav there. And let's see, are we getting some shots in? No, they're just out of range. Maybe you can just scoot them up a little bit. And let's see, we got some Yari Cav Archers running away. And I wonder... It's tempting to make a go for it and just send my Yari Cav out to try to like run these guys down and chase down this army. Because I don't know. Well, there's Spearmen though. That's the thing. Spearmen, that one unit of Spearmen can mess up my whole plans. And yeah, they do have Naginata as well, so it's not the greatest idea, I guess. Now, it does look like they are trying to overload my weakened right flank, which is smart of them, because I did, I basically replaced, I switched my flanks just because my left, this was originally my left flank, but I lost that unit of guns, so I decided to bring this flank over to my right side, and now they've determined that was my weak side. So now they're going to my weak side and trying to make a push there, but yeah, I just don't think that they have it in them. I don't think they have the guts. I just don't see it. So let's see. I think I could. Where's my spears? There they are. There's my Yari Cav. And yeah, there's like barely any time left. But you know, I don't know. I guess I could send them out and see if they can do some damage and chase down some guys. I just don't think that this army here has the gumption to stick in this fight. So yeah, if I can try to get some more casualties in, it kind of sucks that I'm not going to be able to take this territory, because that means that those guys, those men of mine that are inside the castle are going to take some attrition for sure. Some of them are going to starve to death because I wasn't able to save them in this one turn. And yeah, I just going to have to come back next turn and try to get it done, try to save my men. Now, where are my cavalry? Where did they go? And yeah, I'm just sending in a last desperate charge with my Yari Cav, just trying to get some kills in here. And yeah, they might get a little outnumbered here because they have plenty of Yari Cav themselves. But now I'm sending in my spears to support the combat. And yeah, this left side of the enemy's engagement is probably not going to go very well for them. But yeah, I got spears coming in. Yari Cav is now, they're not pushing them back. And yeah, I feel like I could break them here, but I just don't have enough time to run them down. And yeah, that's probably going to be it. I'm probably not going to be able to finish off the rest of this army, but you know, still got my Yari Cav still running around, so they can still get some kills in with the last remaining minutes of this battle. Alright, how we do? I killed 447 and I lost 97, so yeah, not bad. Those results are fine, you know, but still, you know, it'd be nice to have won that battle actually, but oh well, I'll have to do that next time. And how we doing here? Okay, so this is Mikawa. And this is looking a lot more manageable. I have 910 men versus their 964. So let's get this done. Round 3. Alright, what do we got? Some archers, Cav Archers, Yari Cav. Let's see. That's about it. Looks like their only infantry is this 22 unit, 22 man unit of Naginata, and that's looking like it. So let's get this over with. Man, this is going to be a lot of dead horses. Holy moly! Woo! Hear that, guns? Yeah, drive them away. Drive them away now if we can get those Naginata coming in. If I can get rid of those Naginata, at that point, I think I'd be pretty comfortable just pushing over the bridge if I can just get rid of those Naginata. Because those are the one guys that can just like hold me here, even though there's only 22 of them. Those horses, though, get them up against my spears, that's over. Alright, Naginata, now it's your turn. Bring them down. Even with their heavy armor, the guns are going to shoot them apart. Come on, let's get a volley in. So they're at 19 now, they're at 18. Let's see what happens when there's a volley of guns going to them. Down to 13 now. Yes, that's some good damage. Down to 10. Alright, 4 Naginata left. That's good enough. Now I'm just gonna get ready for the final assault. Alright, now they got archers just picking off my arquebusiers, and I don't like that one bit. So let's just get these Naginata going over. They got silver shields, silver armor, that is. And yeah, they should be able to push across this bridge, create a little block for me, create a little a block just to keep the enemy at bay while I bring my spears across, and then we can just kind of shoot them with my guns as they come in with their cav, and it should go well from there. Now it looks like they're falling back, so that could be good for us. We'll see. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be the end of the battle, but they are kind of pulling me away from my support of my guns on this side of the river, so it can be a little bit treacherous because they can just shoot at me with their archers. But actually, what I can do is I should just be bringing over my Yari Cav, because they can push away these Cav archers for sure. And yeah, my Daimyo over here, he should be fine. And yeah, spears will provide a nice buffer as well. Alright, now I'm just bringing everyone across, and yeah, it's time just to push up, step by step, and get over this bridge, and make sure I corral. I got Yari Cav chasing down this unit of Cav archers. They should do very well. They're made to defeat that unit. I want to make sure I get some Naginata in support against those Yari Cav. Bring my Daimyo in as well to support on that as well. And just want to keep pushing with the rest of my infantry just to kind of corral these cavalry units, because they definitely have more Cav than I do, but I think that if I just kind of corral with my units as such, I want to bring my archers over as well, because archers can provide a ton of firepower just to shoot down all of these horse units, and their archers as well, because they have some archers in here as well. They can be very, very annoying if I don't corral them. So yeah, it looks like we're doing well here. Bring Naginata there. And how are these guys doing? So yeah, Yari Cav, don't stop chasing. I want you to get those Cav archers off the field. And yeah, keep chasing there. Go, go, go. And go, go, go. And yeah, now the archers are here, and if they can get some shots in, they're going to be doing a lot of damage. My guns are probably done for this battle. They're probably not going to be able to keep up, and they probably won't be able to do a whole lot of good when they're behind my guys, because I don't want them to shoot when they're behind me, because they shoot in a straight line. But yeah, I think at this point the battle is looking like it should be over. Alright, how we do? So, lost 97, so not bad. Killed 275, and I finally took Mikawa, so that's good. It's been a long time coming. So yeah, only pillaged 225 koku, so they must not have built up a much here. And where is this? This is Shinano, and I do just want to automatically resolve this because it's just a unit of Yari Cav. And holy crap, I actually lost 39 men to that one unit of Yari Cav. I know they had silver armor upgrades, but still, that's something. You know what? I actually just noticed, I've been playing this game for a couple of years, a year and a half maybe by now, and I just noticed what this is. This is the head viewing ceremony. So the victory sheet right here that you're looking at is the head viewing ceremony that would often happen after battles, because a very traditional aspect of medieval Japanese warfare was cutting off the heads of the people that you defeated in battle, which before the Sengoku Jidai period, warfare in Japan was more noble, I think is maybe the way to say it. It had to do more with like horse archers kind of dueling each other back and forth on the field of battle, and one-on-one combat between warriors. So the idea of kind of pausing in the fight to chop the head off your opponent so that you can kind of, I think they basically showed it off to their lord at the end of the battle, and this is what this represents: is the head viewing ceremony. So oftentimes, like if you're able to cut the head off of a very important man, that's going to be a very valuable. I don't know if you get rewarded for it or something, but I'm guessing you get rewarded for it. Now my understanding is that as the Sengoku Jidai really progressed and got really into the nitty gritty, this whole thing kind of became a little outdated. Now, my understanding is that, yes, it did still happen, and yes, the taking of heads was still important, but I think you had to kind of leave that towards the end of the battle, because doing that in the heat of the battle seems like it would be very, it would cost you, right? Because you can just, die while that's happening. And the Sengoku Jidai really did not leave any room for quaint traditional ideas. You had to adapt to the times. You had to do things that had never been done before. It was one of those real crucible moments in history that formed a nation, of course, eventually. And in a lot of ways, again, I mean, this is the medieval time period. In a lot of the ways, the same thing was happening in Europe at the time too, where there was no time to fall behind. You had to move forward with your ideas. You had to learn. And if you did not learn, and if you clung to the past, if you clung to ideas that did not work, you'd fall behind and you'd lose battles. So it's interesting because I feel like a lot of modern folk think that the samurai were very, honorable and very stuck to their ideas and their traditions. Especially if you've watched The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise, you might think that that's just how they were, is that they were kind of, dare I say, stupid strategically. And the more that I've learned of this time period in this specific setting, is that they actually were far from it. These were the masters of war because they had to be. They were formed in this setting. My understanding again is that basically any son, any noble-born son was trained. They read the art of war because it was brought over from, the art of war was written by Sun Tzu eons ago, before this happened, and it was time to be translated into Japanese, or maybe it was still kanji, and maybe they could just read kanji. I'm not positive about that. But I'm saying is they knew the art of war. They were practiced in it, and they were very, very smart about how to adapt and how to just win. That's what needed to happen, was winning. Now there was still the idea that within the traditional samurai mindset, which, so for example, like seppuku and so on and so forth, that was a real thing. Like if you ordered, one of your subordinates to commit seppuku, again, my understanding is that they usually would actually do that, which is pretty crazy shit. But anyway, I kind of got off on a little rant there. This is the head viewing ceremony, and I've just now realized it. Okay, so now that Castle in Hida has fallen to my troops, that's good. And I must have, I'm pretty sure I clicked to end the siege on this one, and I must have messed up or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to do that one again and make sure that I take Kaga in the next turn. All right, and so just one turn. Let's see. This is my fight. This is my guys. My guys are gonna just last one more turn before Mino completely falls to the rebels here. So that's bad. So I need to make sure I win this next battle here in Mino. All right, how are we looking? So not bad. Let's see, Mikawa, 2 turns before this falls in Mikawa, so that means I own Mikawa at that point. And this all stayed put, which is very important. Now I need to make sure that I actually end the siege here in Kaga this time, and I don't mess up on this. And yeah, I think so. I have to finish this. I have to make sure this ends right here, right now, so that these men don't die for nothing. Other than that, things are looking pretty Gucci, I must say. I do have a little bit of money to spend, not a ton, but you know, I got enough money to spend. At this point, I'm probably just gonna be training soldiers for the next 2 seasons of this year, just to save money on building buildings. But yeah, I'm just gonna be getting ready I'm just gonna make sure that this army is refitted with some reserves, that is, and make sure that they're ready to go for another attack here in Mino. Now I was thinking it would be nice to go in and attack this big old monster stack here in Etchu, just to kind of make sure I hold them in place, but I do need to refit this army just a little bit before I do so, I'm just going to spend 1 turn doing that. I've moved some musketeers up to reinforce this army and fill this army, actually. And once that's done, then I can start attacking Etchu with all of this, because then I'll have Kaga as well finish in this turn, and then I can start focusing on Etchu, while my daimyo can eventually start pushing through this part, through eastern Japan, through Totomi, Saruga, and go through there. So yeah, right now I just have a lot of forces that's being held up by these annoying rebel forces. Once they're dealt with, then all of this can just, you know, start pushing north, because right now they just kind of have to hold back and stay back to make sure that they don't go this way. Other than that, though, once that's over, yeah, it's gonna be, this is looking pretty easy. This is looking pretty hard, so it's gonna be a little tricky to crack that when the time comes. But for now, let's end the turn. So not a lot of money left. Got 32 koku left, and let's see, I have that church that's finished in Shukugo, so more money from that. Famous spear dojo in Izumo, so I believe that allows me to train Naginata there. And another church in Wakasa. And yeah, and they are attacking. Now the rebels are attacking me in Kaga. Okay. Alright, well, that's terrifying. First things first, let's fight this battle here in Mino. And yeah, this is looking a little bit better. Got 960 of my guys versus 1,141 of theirs. Hopefully they start off with a full stack that I can just fight from the outset, so I don't have to wait for reinforcements to come in, and you know, thereby wasting some of that game clock. So let's get into this, and hopefully I get some more good weather. Fingers crossed. Yeah, looking good. Fine day. Awesome. I'm just going to get set up and go for the same strategy as I did before. Okay, so it looks like they're not making a push for the hill, which is probably not a good move on their part. Also, frustratingly enough, it looks like it's not another full stack again, so I think in this case, the key is going to be since they don't have any warrior monks, and I'm sure of that. I'm pretty sure of that, at least. I think the idea here is just be aggressive and actually push. Don't worry. Don't mind the fact that there's going to be a second wave coming in. Just push them back so that they're quickly defeated, and then the second wave comes on quickly, and I can go on and beat that one. Alright, now it looks like they do want to make a push now, but I think it's too late for them. I have the high ground Anakin, and at this point, they really don't have a lot of good, solid melee troops. They have some Naginata, they have some Yarikav, and that's about it. Other than that, we're looking at archers and cav archers. And I got guns on the high ground that should be able to shoot at these Yarikav very soon here. Hopefully they can gun them down before I need to switch my spears out. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Come on, get some more shot. Why aren't these guys shooting? Shoot, please. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to bring in my spears like such. The fact that these Yari Cav are still fighting is just shocking. I mean, they're going up against spears. They have guns behind them that are shooting. It's just a miracle that they're still fighting. But in any case, I got my hardcore center just marching through this forest. And, you know, in the forest isn't the best place for them just because, you know, they have those archers, and right now their archers is like their main firepower. But once they clear this forest, they should just be able to keep pushing through and, yeah, eventually push on until this enemy is off the map. And yeah, now they're in a tough spot because they can't advance up the middle because that's where my Naginata are. Now we got guns on the high ground that are shooting right down into their flanks. They have a perfect shot right here. And they got the revolving fire coming in, so they're just going to be gunned down. Here on this flank does not really get involved in the action so far. If we can get some guns shooting at these Naginata, that would be good. But let's see, looks like the general's fleeing. That's good. Maybe I can chase him down. Let's see, how much cav do we have? I want to see how much Yari cav. They have some spears. Not a lot of spears, though. Yeah, I think I want to chase down... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think I want to chase them. I can bring these guns here. And yeah, it looks like they're trying to get into my Naginata on this side. Now, if we can get some guns around on here, that would be... This would be useful, breaking this out. Okay, now they're running away, and... Yeah, it should be... That should be the end of them. I can kill the general here. Looks like, yeah, Yari Cav are running away. Ashigaru is nowhere to be seen. There's still 3/4 of the game time left, so plenty of time here. Just got to break this little core, push them off, and yeah, just got to keep being aggressive here. So yeah, push forward like there. And yeah, if we can get these guns shooting and push them off as well, and there we go. Looks like we have a general break, and now I can just keep pushing forward. Let's see. Yeah, Cav archers coming in. That's fine. I can just redirect my Yari Cav to chase down those Cav archers. And yeah, at this point, it's just going to be a mop-up of this wave. And I want to make sure I'm going to be in a good position to face the second wave. So maybe here and maybe here. Alright, so my Yari cavalry are tired and they are facing unit of cavalry archers. Hopefully I should be able to beat them. Yeah, that looks like that's going in my favor. I was a little worried because my guys are very tired and this is a fresh unit of cavalry archers. But my guys got the charge. They have a bonus versus cav because of their spears, and they should be able to push off that unit of cavalry archers. Now, it's just a matter of seeing what's going to come next. Looks like we have some more troops up here, so now we can turn about and face them coming in. Now I needed to bring in some spears to reinforce my Yari Cav in this engagement, just because, yeah, my Yari Cav is getting a little low in numbers. But yeah, it looks like with the help of the spears, they are able to push off this unit of cavalry archers. And how are we doing over here? Now we just have to gun down, yeah, just a few units coming in. Cav archers should be able to get shot down by my archers. Yari Cav should be shot down by my guns. Now it's just a matter of seeing where the next wave comes in. And holy smokes, what do we see here? Off in the distance, 29 warrior monks. Okay, well, time to turn about and face that. Alright, now this is starting to get a little bit complicated. I got Yari Cav to the front, along with a few more troops here. Samurai archers, Yari Samurai. So I have my front and my left flank facing forward to, fight off this wave. And then I've turned around my flank here just to potentially shoot at what's coming in here, which is going to be, Yari Sam, Warrior Monks, Samurai Archers. I also turned around this is my reserve detachment, which is my general and another Yari Sam unit. And I still have my Yari Cav. They've been doing very well for me so far. Yeah, doing very well indeed. They do have an upgrade to their attack, which has served them well so far. And it looks like the front is going to be potentially just driven off through sheer fear at this point. So that could be good. If they're driven off, that means that I can just turn my entire army around to deal with... Oh, it looks like they're running away as well. And this might be it. At this point, once the enemy starts running away, as soon as they start getting onto the field of battle, that's a good sign. That's a sign that things are probably going to be over. And here we are. Nice. Good. Nice. So I've saved the men that were in the garrison, starving to death, and Yeah, I killed 490 rebels, only lost 67. Not bad. Not bad at all. My Yari Cav were just heroes in that game. They were great. Killed 257. Not bad at all. Yeah, well done. Good effort. And yeah, that's Mino province taken care of. And now that's all taken care of. And where do we... Okay, so this is... Yeah, right. So this is Kaga now. And I have 959 versus 4,184. And unfortunately, I don't have musketeers. I have arquebusiers. Whose army is this? Is this? Yeah, this is Oda Nobunaga himself. Now, what's cool about this, though, is that I've never defended on Kaga before, ever. I've never fought a defensive battle in Kaga. And Kaga is such a cool province. It's such a cool, like, the geography of it's really neat. So I'm going to be interested to see what I can do here. It might not be a repeat of a Mino situation. Ooh, is it going to be at rain? Oh, if they attack in the rain, that would suck. I'm not hearing any rain. I'm not seeing any rain. But okay, so Kaga is really interesting because it's one of those provinces that gives you... There's so many options here. Like, it's actually kind of too many options because I don't really know what to do. One thing is, so... Let's just kind of start. Let me start from the beginning here. So, like, from their point of view, they start on the low ground, and there's no way to get around. So, typically, what you do is when you start on the low ground, you just find a way to get on the high ground, right? And then you even the playing field with the enemy. However, looking from their perspective, if they try to go around this way, you end up having you're like, you made it up here, good for you. Well, you still have to get up through here, a forested hill, which easy enough for me to just kind of react. If I see them going this way, I can just kind of go up here and say, all right, well, I'm going to meet you in the forest. Now, that would not be preferable to me just because my army does rely on guns and shooting and all that good stuff. So I would have to basically redeploy my army here on this hill and make this a killing ground. But I could still do that. That's the option. I don't have to meet them on this hill. I can just do this and face them here. However, if they want to come up straight up the middle, not a great idea because I can just kind of shoot at them all through here. And if they want to come up this side, now this is the side that I oftentimes will take when I'm attacking, but this is kind of awkward too because it's a really narrow area here that you have to kind of squeeze through. And you still end up fighting this. It's a little hilly here, right? Like you can still end up, yeah, you have a even ground. This is even, right? This and this. But you have to go here. If you're attacking, you have to keep moving forward, right? And potentially, what can happen is that I can have archers up here shooting down on them down here, and this is impassable, so they can't climb up here, I don't think. I think they have to go all the way around, which is cool. There's just so many neat things about this level. It's so cool. Or not, it's not even a level, it's just a province. Oh, it's so cool. Anyway, I think what I want to do is just keep it simple and keep my army together and just kind of put them here on this high ground and react to where the enemy is going. All right, so this is a pretty sloppy deployment. I just have no idea where they're going to attack from. So I'm just kind of centralized here and I'll just react to where they're going. Like I said, if they come around this way, I'll just post up here and make this a little killing grounds. If they want to come around this way, I'll, turn this way. And if they want to come up the center, I think this is self-explanatory. So let's see what they do. Let's just start off by assuming that they're going to attack me head on. And if that's going to be the case, maybe it'd be best if I put archers there and then... So this is impassable, so I can put guns here, and I can't technically get to my guns, which is cool. And yeah, here I would have to go back a little bit. It does suck that I only have arquebusiers. That's really a bummer. That's going to make my chances of winning this battle quite a bit harder. And then Cav, just keep my Cav safe here. Alright, so what are we looking at? Cav archers, Yari Cav, Warrior monks. That's probably the unit that The unit that got away. So yeah, one of these units is the unit that was in the castle that I was supposed to kill that one time. So I'm looking at 3 units of warrior monks, pretty much full health. I do have a decent amount of archers though. This first wave is looking okay as long as I can shoot down those warrior monks. Now as far as their spread has kind of scared me. They're really going around. They're doing a wide loop here. So maybe if I could put guns here, I hope they can shoot if they're here. That'd be really sucky if they can't. But yeah, I don't know if my guns are gonna have a good angle because their range is so their range for the arquebusiers, their range is so low. So if I put guns here, that might be good. And then maybe general. Where do I want my general? I guess I gotta just keep my general here for now, and I keep my cav safe in the back. And yeah, how are we gonna go about this? Yeah, this is really tough. Because they are just all the way, they're just surrounding me, which is very complicated. And there isn't really any good angles for my cav to get in, because my cav can't really grab any of these samurai archers because they'll just get surrounded and shot down by, or not shot down, but chased down by all of these spears. There's not a ton of spears, but there's just enough. It's just a good enough spread to where, you know, there's a couple units of spears, maybe just 1 unit of spears here, then warrior monks, Ashigaru on this side. And can my guns shoot? Yes, they are in range. So hopefully I can shoot from here. And this is really good. This is the one good thing about height advantage, is that even though my arquebusiers have less range than archers, I will be able to get shots on these archers before they're, you know, in range of me. Then here, yeah, I need to get my guns ready up here, and I think what I have to do is I have to turn. Maybe I turn my archers. I don't know. My archers are shooting, so maybe I just keep them how they are. They are shooting, and I want to keep them shooting there, and I want to make sure these guys are shooting those warrior monks. Same here. Shoot the warrior monks, and I want to get my general up here so he can shoot with his bow, with his archers here. These warrior monks there, and yeah. So how are we doing? Okay, so this is going very well. Guns are shooting, and can they shoot as well? I don't know if they can shoot that way, but we'll see if we can get some shots in there. And how are we doing? Let's see, archers are getting all turned around. Just shoot them, please. Or maybe shoot them? I don't know. But yeah, alright, so now we're gunning down some warrior monks, and I can bring down some spears to charge down there, and I gotta have my general shoot these warrior monks. And yeah, I think I need to get... Oh wait, are they running away? Nope, they're not. Okay, so I need to get my Naginata in front now. Quickly. And how are we doing here? So, guns are shooting, and I can bring my Yari spears to intercept there. Archers are shooting here. And okay, so those warrior monks are running away. And now we just have to, you know, scare... Okay, now they're running away too. Nice. Oh, that's so good. I'll get my cav to chase down warrior monks. That would be good. And yeah, that would be really good if I can gun those guys. Oh, this is... So far, this is going okay. I must say, I'm surprised. I'm surprised this is working out so far, but... Let's see, I want to get my spears back here. And they do have a lot of archers, though. That's the problem. That is a problem. They have a ton of archers. And I should get my cav chasing... Crap, I think I have to be offensive, actually. I think I have to push. Because otherwise, they're just going to stand here and shoot me. So yeah, I think I have to push forward with my Naginatas like such. Because right now my cav is chasing archers, and they're going to get cut down by warrior monks if my rest of my army does not support. So I need to get, let's see, left flank, go in like such, and, or I'm sorry, right flank, do that, and then left flank I think just stay here. And yeah, so how are we doing? God dang, my Yari cav just got cut up by warrior monks. That sucks. Dang, that was a bad move by me. Dumb. Yeah, that sucks. Because I really wanted to take advantage of, because now I have like basically no tools for hunting these archers. Now they can just have their way with me, and there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, I still have ammunition on my archers, but I'm running out. I'm actually running really low. Oh, this is tough. And there's still so much time left too. That's another issue, is how much time is left in this battle. Because yeah, I can kind of rout these guys, but now another wave is going to come in. Oh, this is tricky, guys. This is really tricky. All right, let's just reform for now. And yeah, let's just hope that the next wave takes a long time to show up. Oh, this is awesome. Nice job. Arquebusiers just gunned down the general. And this is a sweet firing position. I mean, this is so cool that this is like in the game, is that you can just kind of, oh, this is such a cool province to fight on. I am so happy that I got attacked here. Even if I do end up losing this battle, which I might. But yeah, it's just really cool to fight this. It's just really neat. And I'm getting ideas. Like, this is not the perfect way to fight this. I'm thinking that there's other alterations I could. It's not bad. It's not the worst idea, the way that I'm fighting it. But yeah, I think that there are improvements that could be made to this battle plan. Obviously, not throwing away my. Oh, they're back. Oh, my Yarikav came back. Oh, thank you. So there, I got 16 left, which is, it's something. It's not a ton, but it's something I can just kind of use to, pursue and to push and to kind of threaten a little bit. It's just a little some. And because my general, Oda Nobunaga himself, is a 5-star general, that means that my Yarikav are going to be a little braver than usual. Now, I know I'm speaking too soon here, but fingers crossed that this works okay. And at this point, most of my archers are out of ammunition, and it's basically just this one unit of arquebusiers that's on this ridge here that's basically in a skirmish duel against these cav, and they're taking some knocks for sure. They're in a tough spot because they are taking some knocks, but they are shooting back, and right now they are the only unit that's basically keeping me in this game right now. Now, these guys still have ammo, it's just that they're just out of range. They can't quite get some hits on. Oh yeah, now yeah, when the enemy comes into here, they can shoot, which is great. But as long as they stay over here, they're going to be a little out of range of this unit over here. But what that means is that when this unit runs out of ammunition, I can simply just swap them out, bring them back, and bring this unit over here. And yeah, it looks like we got some more waves coming in, some more Yarikav, which at this point I'm not too afraid of, and some more Yarikav, more Cav archers. Yeah, as long as the warrior monks are done for, I think I might be okay. But then again, there's still just over half of the game time remaining, so I could be speaking too soon. Oh, this is so badass. Look at this. It's just a little kill zone right here with my guns just shooting into them. Oh, this is so cool. I'm just bringing over some Naginata just to kind of close off this edge, just in case they try to wrap around and try to get into the sides of my arquebusiers, which are down to 36 men. So yeah, they're taking some knocks. And I think, what do they have? They have a couple volleys left, so pretty soon I will have to switch them out with this unit, which sells plenty of ammunition on this side. Yeah, very, very nice indeed. And that looks like that wave's going to run away, which is good. Yeah, they're trying to bring in some more Yarikav, but I don't think it's going to work out for them. I'm just going to have to, just endure the rest of these waves. And this unit of Yarikav is trying to sneak around me on this side, but I am going to be able to trap them with my spears, and basically I'll be able to massacre this entire unit of Yarikav that was trying to sneak in and get my guns. And yeah, that's not going to happen. They're not going to get my guns. And now they're running away right back through my spears. Good stuff all around. And just look at this killing ground. I mean, just imagine if I had musketeers, but still, I gotta say, the arquebusiers did very well for themselves. Jesus, just a massacre, I gotta say. I mean, this is really something. Man, this was a fun one for sure. Still gotta fast forward time here a little bit, but yeah, this one is gonna be ending here pretty shortly. Looks like if you, yeah, they can't really decide if they want this battle to be over yet or not, but that's going to be that. Awesome. How we do? Killed 981, lost 172, and how did my Akabuze's do? This unit killed 267, this unit killed 59, this unit killed 67, and where is... This one killed 161, so man oh man, what a job done by them. Jeez, oh Peach, that was dope. Alright, so it looks like they also were going to attack Shinano and then decided not to, so that's good. Alright, so this is, okay, so this is actually kind of nice. What ended up happening was some of those troops that lost that attack in Kaga ended up back in that castle. So now they are now, you know, they have to share that food amongst them, which means it's going to fall a lot faster, which means I don't have to attack this castle now because it's just going to fall next turn. And then same with this castle here, Mikawa, that's going to fall next turn. So everything is falling into place, which is nice. This is still here, but you know, I did some damage to them, you know. And going forward, I think I'm going to be able to make a really good push here against Etchu, and I will be able to essentially delegate attacking Etchu to these two armies here, my two eldest sons, and Hida and then in Kaga. They're going to be attacking Etchu. While in Shinano, I can just kind of hold here for now. There's no reason to really push. I can just kind of hold Shinano. Well, my daimyo pushes through to Tomi and Saruga. Eventually, his other lieutenant, what's his name again, Naito Tokinao, he can catch up eventually, so that they can kind of split up and take Kai and Izu and Sagami and Mishu together. But yeah, for now, it's just going to be a matter of pushing through all of this, which is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. But that is all going to have to wait until next time. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and thank you very much for watching. I've been Kanastep, and this has been Shogun Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.